got this. Okay. As long as I don't walk into my landmines everywhere.
And if it fits.
It'll fit. I measured it. It's stuck on a floorboard. It's a sledgehammer.
Over on the other side.
Why is it over there? Hey, welcome back everyone. We are back out at our 1860s cottage rebuild project. So today we are going to get started on the interior wall framing. We've been working on the structural beam, the back wall, some demolition, stairs, and a bunch of other things. Now we get to start defining the rooms. So, well, we have some more minor floor repairs here under the wall that used to be where the beam is now. The subfloor was not continuous. It's kind of a mess, so we're cutting it back to the next joist, just like this side had done already. And anytime you're cutting the planks, of course, you run into nails. So we made our initial cut with the circular saw and kind of pulled it up whenever there were nails with an old blade. So now just cutting it out. And then we'll get some new sheets of subfloor in there and be good to go. So kind of a funny little wall we're putting together here for the other bedroom wall. So this will make more sense when it's all together, but we got a pocket door going into the middle and then a doorway to the bedroom at this end. We don't have the pocket door unit yet, so we need to get the wall in place ahead of that. We'll fill that in at some point later and then finish the framing on this wall once we have that. So it's going to be going up kind of like the previous walls we've put up, but this will get filled in later. So get that up and keep going. Hope you didn't get stuck. It was moving. Just pick that up on an angle like that. Just hold it. And then put it in the nail. We got the nail here. Yeah, well, who did that? I did. Now you're not out far enough. Your nail's a real problem. Yeah, trim it. Curl them and then you nail a wall.
You don't shoot nails that way. They bend when they go that way. Then it hits something. Okay. That's your stick. You're sticking to it.
Very uneven. Yeah, that's all right.
do slide.
That slate looks fine.
Give me the slide tool. There.
Get it your way, just nope, not even that much. Back to the your way. It's you're good. Okay, another wonky wall.
You're catching that block as a block.
Well, it's not even, you can't go that high. Nope, that was actually your wrong mark. Right? Right. That's just the stupid non-parallel floor that's messes with
Well, I got a pencil line here, what is that?
I know, that's the pencil line. Dig with your confirm if you want to. There was also a wrong pencil line.
That's what had me confused.
Oh, just that?
Yeah.
This is never gonna fit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we should have checked that out first.
Well, you gotta shift, maybe trim this side, it's crooked on that, that's what it is, it's crooked, not out here. By the beam. Maybe it will. It was a crooked cut on the beam, yeah.
Take a picture, I'll check it across. Just stand on the ladder.
Just stand there a little bit.
Yep. Put that level on it again.
That was good.
That actually looks really good.
That looks really good.
there first.
Oh, we want to make sure it fits first.
That ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
It doesn't go that way.
What?
Doesn't go that way.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out the wiggle wobbles of this wall. Oh man,
Look at that.
this might go tight.
The hammer?
Only two.
I like it tight. There. I'll give you your hammer.
What?
Raining on me.
I know, we're in dirt.
Better than raining than. Doesn't have to be. Check this again. We are good. Let's hope. And okay.
Get this one. Pull it over. Oh, yeah, got to slide to a stool.
Right.
Well, I don't know if I can get that much out.
What we're calling slate these days.
Yeah. So we hammer it over a little bit. On these 2x4s, that's like,
Yeah.
I should have screw in it.
Yeah. Boy,
Got that one tight, huh?
it's a little too tight.
There those fabric guys.
Oh, you're too loose now.
Yeah, but I grabbed the wrong impact. Got a Phillips.
I got a Phillips on it.
Phillips on that one.
That's not much use anywhere.
That's a little better.
You don't have to shoot it from the other side. You can get a much better.
I know what I want. Put both. I like doing both.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Okay. Who's shooting?
Well, before we can make any more progress on the interior walls, we need to fill in the old stair openings. Not a store. So pretty simple here. We just need to knock the old header off, which there's not a lot there anyway. It was kind of chewed away for the stairs. and then we can bear onto the framing there. So it's about a 12 feet span. We'll get rid of this little temporary wall after we're done. And then the other side has matching conditions, so should be able to knock these out pretty quick, hopefully. We'll see if the new joists fit in there nicely or if it takes a little persuasion. All right, so this is gonna work out just a little bit different than I thought. We thought there was enough room to get a pressure treated plate up in there, but there is not. That's not a big deal in the scheme of things. We'll leave the sill sealer there, and then we put zip tape on the end of the joists like we typically do, so that'll be all right. So getting the ends prepped here, got to get the old header out, and it's mortise and tenon, which is pretty typical for this time period. So a little bit of persuasion. They got some nails in them too. And it hits loose and out of the way. Then we can get our new joists across. And that one just split, which they have a propensity to do that. So there must be a nail still for it to be holding. And we have our space clear here, so getting these joists taped up, had to trim them just a little on this side, and then we'll see how the height ends up working out here, but we were about 3/4 up over that, and then we need to get higher. There's quite a sag, so we may be able to get the pressure treated plate in there after all, but if not, we'll just shim them all appropriately and it'll all work out nicely. So a couple more joists to tape and then we'll pop these in. We have all our sister joists in on both sides, and they are supported on both sides, so basically new joists. And on this side we were actually able to, after we put them in, get our pressure treated sill plate in place, although there's a gap there to fill. And we think on the other side, once we jack it up, we will have a similar circumstance to this where we can slide it under. It's just sagging over time has gotten everything so out of level here. That is kind of what it is. So now that all the joists are repaired, we can get some subfloor down.
Throw stuff wherever I want to throw stuff.
We can get the second floor framing going now. We just trimmed back the little bit of overhang left on the floor here from putting the stairs through, and I just marked out the walls up here, got them square to the stairs because nothing else is square, so go off what we did. And it's pretty simple up here. As you come up the stairs right here from the landing, you walk into a small hall, and I think you can see the blue chalk line there. Beyond that, where there's remnants of a wall, will be a bathroom. So tub, toilet, sink, nothing too fancy. And then as you go to the right, as we're standing currently, there will be a bedroom. And then same thing as you go to the left. They're basically the same size. I'm sure there's some subtle variance just due to the nature of the building, but there's really not a lot up here. We gotta do these walls in the middle. We already have our knee walls there existing because we're just reusing the same size. Then we just need to frame out at the walls. So now that everything's marked, the most work is actually going to go into making everything go up with the angles that we have. And then of course we also need to fill in here where the stairs tucked in. So we will grab some lumber and we'll start measuring and cutting. Well, we were able to get the pressure treated sill in on both sides. Just had to jack the boards up on this side and slide it in place. So now that we got those, we will screw some Tighten anchors through there, and we already nailed the joists and we're getting the blocking in as well. So after that we will cover it up and then we can build our walls up just like that. So we're just using the 1/2-inch Titans, and so the limestone is not super duper hard, but it does take a little bit more than drilling through concrete.
It squirted water.
Oh wow. That's why it was so stupidly heavy. Pressure treated is so wet nowadays. They send it so fresh. So these are just the 1/2-inch Titans, and as you can see there, they drive in pretty nice and easy. That's why we like them. It's a pretty small battery on that impact even, and
3 amp hour.
oh yeah, it's the slim, but still it's been on there for a little while. So, you know, we're putting 3 of these in like a minute. There we go, just 3 more on the other side. We got the subfloor going down over here. First full piece with just a little notch around the chimney, and then a little custom piece over here to fit the subfloor we already replaced and around the brick and all that. So pop that in, and then just a little filler strip. So we went through the effort of putting the tongue into the old groove. Worth it or not? I don't know, but it barely took any more work, so we got that good. And we also, as you probably saw, did take the moment to put some insulation into that now inaccessible void back there, like we did across the whole back. So now we just need a little ripper. Well, we got what should be our final lumber delivery for the framing here, as long as it doesn't attack Dave cutting it off there. They kind of set it up a little bit awkwardly, but right, that was tight, right by the front door, so that's always nice. So only problem is now we got to carry it all in. All right, nice 1-person wall here. Don't get too many of those. So I cut the plates, Dave cut the studs. If it doesn't fit, not sure who's to blame. Uh-oh. Did the tape measure lie to me?
House is a little crooked.
That'll fit, just needs to go over slightly. I'm gonna be optimistic here. Yeah, look, right in. Perfect. Alright, we'll get that nailed up. So there also is a wall that goes inside the closet there, further back, that we need to get in place. But then closer up here will be a chase for mechanicals to get up to the second floor. We're gonna leave that wall out and we'll put that in after the ductwork is in place. That way we know they have enough space, but we didn't give them too much in waste closet space either. Takes, you know, what, 10 minutes to put that in later. All right, so this is the one wall we can actually build on the floor up here in any sort of easy manner because it doesn't have any angles on it. You gotta go just a little, you gotta come your way on the floor. No, toward you. We're fine. Uh-oh. I'm hitting the plate that's already there. We're gonna have to go this way. Stop pulling on it. That's a problem.
Check your measurements.
Did I build this whole thing 3 inches too tall?
Probably.
I didn't take off the 3 inches for the top and the bottom plate.
You know what?
Well, that was dumb.
We're done.
That was dumb. Alright, we'll fix it tomorrow. It's too hot today. Okay.
Pull off the
Well,
bottom.
I'll take it. Yeah, we can knock the plate off. No, we can't pull off the bottom. We gotta pull off the top. We got a door.
Oh, yeah.
Still easy enough. Just run the circular saw 3 inches back on each of them and re-nail it back in. Well, sadly, not the first time we've ever done that. Let's take it back down.
Yeah, it'll lay there.
No, let's take it back down though. And back your way.
That was on my toes.
Who did that? Alright, well that was fun. We are back to fix my little brain fart I had in the heat. I forgot to subtract for the top and bottom plate off of the full height measurement. It happens. Not the first time, won't be the last. We've had very up and down weather here lately, some absolutely delightful days. And then this week has been another heat wave. We've had temperatures as high as 102 degrees, that's about 39 degrees Celsius, with heat index around 113, that's about 45 degrees Celsius. That is hot. We don't work when it is that hot. We finish earlier than that, but when we finish, it's still hot regardless. There's no reason to work in heat like that. If you do, you're not productive. You're just hurting yourself for no reason. Take a half day off. It's fine. Things will still get done. But in the meantime, it's all right this morning again. It's going to heat up. I think we'll get a little more than a half day in today, but we'll see. Either way, we will definitely get this wall cut down to size and put back together and put in place. So not that I want to do this, but it really only takes a couple minutes to mark 3 inches and trim the ends off. So now, get the top plate back on and pick it up. All right, second try. We'll see if that was enough. Yeah, a little bit of weight to it. I need a bigger hammer, we'll see. Yep. I don't know who nailed the bottom of this, but that's embarrassing. That's right on. Well, it looks like taking another 1/8 of an inch off wouldn't have hurt anybody. But it fit. And maybe come over. Well, I don't think it's so hot that buildings are spontaneously catching on fire, but a building is definitely on fire not too far from here. Dave's got our kitchen walls coming together down here, and we got kind of a pain in the butt situation here with that chimney. It sticks out pretty far, so most other spaces here we're just going around it like that, but we need cabinets, so we need to put a flush plane across. We got it square to the back wall here, which is not square to anything else here, but it will make things square in the kitchen, which is nice for the cabinets. So the drywall will plane right across all of that once it's completed, and then we need to put a little bit of a back wall there. We'll come over a little bit, and then we'll leave it a little deeper for the refrigerator that goes next to the back door. So it should work out all right. And then we do need to fill in this space here, and there will be a little bit of a wall coming out at the beam basically to catch the upper cabinets essentially. But we don't exactly know where that is yet either, because we'll need to remeasure for cabinets, make sure it all works out all right. But coming together down here, that wall also allows us to support the floor up there, so that will be coming probably tomorrow at this point. Up on the second floor, where the furnace is unfortunately on, I have the walls around the stairs, except the half wall here in place, the doorways for the 2 bedrooms, and the bathroom there. Then I am starting on the bathroom walls. So this space will be defined pretty soon. So as I mentioned, all of the walls up here have angles except for this middle wall. So we're building most of them in place, get the top and bottom plates secured, and then just cut to size, because literally everything is different. So it's really not difficult at all, just more time consuming for sure. pre-mark the layout and just build to that. It is so stinking hot up here. Don't like that. I do like to pre-cut a few. Get a little bit of the efficiency back when you nail in more than one at a time. So it looks like we need one more on this wall, and then repeat the exact same thing on the other side of the bathroom. Well, it is 1 p.m. It is quitting time for today. The heat index is 105 degrees Fahrenheit. That is 40.5 degrees Celsius. That is hot. The dew point is 73 degrees Fahrenheit. If you know anything about dew point, you know that is nasty. And it's even worse up here on this attic, second floor, with the sun beating down on the outside. You can probably see I am melting a little bit. So we're gonna pack the tools up, we're gonna get out of here, and we'll be back in the morning. I think we'll pretty well have everything taken care of up here at that point tomorrow. So that'll be nice. Take a quick look around at what we accomplished today. We got the bathroom almost framed across, and we got this closed up, so a little safer to walk around up here. Got the plates all around on the north side wall here. We'll swing around. So everything's laid out, just need to get the measurements tomorrow, make the cuts, pop those in. That part will go quick. And then we'll probably touch up these knee walls a little bit for drywall purposes. We need to fill our floor holes in there, and then each end will get framed out with 2x4s as well. So that's kind of repeating what we've done with the rest of these angle walls here, so hopefully that goes quick as well. We just got to go around the windows, don't have to go around the chimneys, just either side. So that is what is on tap next. We're out of here for now. So these floor infill spots are pretty simple here. There was already a header because of the chimney. So the chimney also prevents us from putting continuous joists all the way over to the beam. So we are just using that to our advantage, and we can just fill in between, and only 4 feet back gets floor anyway, but obviously still needs support and a ceiling, so we ran joists over the whole thing, but got those up, hanger supported by the wall. Now we need some pieces of subfloor on either side. And of course, same exact thing on this side because the sides mirror each other, so that's filled in as well. It's another grotesquely hot and humid day, so actually didn't record a lot of what we were doing, but started off by finishing the bathroom walls over here, and then the back wall, and then that space back there provides a chase for mechanicals and plumbing. And then we got this portion of the wall put together over here. I'm not entirely sure how that funky window is getting adjusted back. I think it probably just goes back to what it was to match the other side. And then you can see our floor infill there. And then I assume that window will end up matching that when it's replaced. So we still need to fill in the walls there, and then each bedroom gets a closet to the side that we still need to figure out. And then as we swing back around, We got our half wall on in the hall, and going to get the half wall along the stairs in place now. Well, we're putting in the subfloor here, the last piece, and apparently it's not going so well, and this is try 3 or 4, I think. And well, that's something. So we're doing the last bit of demolition work that we need here above the old stair now that we got the floor filled in. And there was some plaster and drywall, and then looks like they, oh nice, looks like they needed some insulation. So they used a foam pad, which, valid, foam is insulation. It's a great insulator. I don't know if that was enough to help much, but probably made some little bit of a difference. But got that cleared back just about as far as we need. Alright, we're getting the south end wall assembled. Got everything pre-cut. Oh, not bad, I'm not tight. There we go. This that is a touch loose actually, but this is not load bearing, so we'll just go with it. Touch and twist also. And that's the one that's being loose. That's better. Goes better the correct way. Of course, I didn't grab a rack of nails. We need like 2 more. Okay, now we just need to do above and below the window over there. So here's a good reminder that nail guns are actually guns and they are to be respected. This nail, I think, caught an old nail in the piece of wood there and curved right around back in my direction. Thankfully stayed in the wood, and hopefully it would have been going slow enough if it came out and got me anyway, but that's not an injury anybody wants. So a little thing here I wanted to point out that you don't see too often. I'm not sure if I've shown them on the channel yet or not. So a lot of times houses were heated with coal or wood stoves, and they would just tie into a chimney like this. There was no fireplace at all. So when those were disconnected, the pipe was still there, and they were often covered with metal plates like this. And a lot of times they'll have kind of a feel like a cheap paper plate, but made out of metal, of course. And they're typically painted with some sort of scene as well, so they're kind of artistic. And this one is, a little country, maybe farm scene. So kind of neat. We are down to our last little bit of walls, just a little bit in the corner of the kitchen here. So we got a 3-foot wall coming out by the door that we're adding blocking for. Pretty common to need to add blocking when adding walls, and we prefer the ladder style so you can still get nice insulation, and we just use scraps. We're actually almost out of lumber at this point, which is good because it means we got about the right amount. But there's always scraps laying around, and I'll swing around here. Remember that huge scrap pile we had over here from the temporary walls? We have just about used all of that up. There's like 3 or 4 pieces of 2x4 down there, and then there's some other offcuts here that we're using up. So that is pretty efficient use of materials. And the lumber may be renewable, but why waste it? So that is our little wall we need to pop in place, and then we just need to figure out our cabinet bump out over there. I'll push that door closed a little more so we don't accidentally do something we regret later. I got this. Okay. As long as I don't walk into my landmines everywhere.
And if it fits.
It'll fit. I measured it. It's stuck on a floorboard. There's a sledgehammer.
Over on the other side.
Why is it over there? Right here. It's in the closet.
Wait, let me get that door closed. I don't want to hit.
Can't find my mark. It's dark in here. Oh, it's all the way over there.
Way back. Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Well, that's why I can't find it. It's right
say. There. Right by the nail.
You gotta go much further.
Now you're on it.
I can tell for sure with a tape measure.
Framing square.
Yep, it's supposed to be 3 inches. 2 framing. Well, I'm not worried about that yet. We can just get that. We should nail this corner down.
Sounds good.
Nail down. Come on.
It's the square, so it's gonna.
Okay.
There. It's got to go too far. There. That's it. In.
Looks like it needs to go this way. Can't see it that low.
Oh. Too far
Will
now.
you stop?
I'm wiggling it. You're too far now.
That's not too far. Sure.
I think you just moved it. closer. Yeah. Oh, shoot your top corner. Trade. We may need this back. It's warming up today. Oh, nope. What? Too far. I swear, never goes enough, and then you blow right past.
Alright, we are finished up with the framing here, except for a couple minor details like adding some strapping to the ceiling here. But we'll get a quick look around. So as you enter, living room, dining room, kitchen over there, then new center stair. So come through here, and there is a primary suite with kind of a coat closet there. Bathroom to the right that is both accessible publicly, and there will be a pocket door here into the bedroom. And then as I swing around here, a big closet that the stair kind of comes through, but that's just how it has to be to work. So this is a good first floor space, and with very minimal work it could be made accessible as well. There's just a couple steps up. So back out here, you can see that coat closet. Good amount of shared space between the living room, dining room, kitchen area. And we do need to figure out a little bit right there just how far the cabinets come, because the walls kind of differ. And then back here, you saw us add that little wall by the back door, and then we framed out to make the wall plumb and able to attach cabinets, and we left that back there that the refrigerator can sit back a little bit. So got a little space, might as well be productive with it. And then around here, the basement steps go down. That door is not permanent right there, of course. So walk up the new comfortable steps that you saw us build a couple videos back. Around the landing here, all framed out. So up here, as we've said, the bathroom will be right in the center there. There's some room behind it for mechanicals and plumbing. And then to the right over here is one of the bedrooms up here. Pile of debris won't stay, of course, but there's no dumpster here, so why move it twice? And then that same bedroom repeats over on this side, and there are nice big closets in both of them. So always good to get some storage in an old building. They weren't originally built like that, but when you're redoing everything, it's easy to add. And then over here, it kind of uses that lowered space efficiently. So that is a wrap on the framing, interior framing here. If you enjoyed things, and we certainly hope you did, give us a like and a subscription. Definitely helps a small channel like we got going here. And again, thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next video.